A Syrian opposition group called the Farouk Brigade is now in charge of Bab al Hawa crossing. Their opponents in the battle have not only been pro-Assad forces, but also a group that raised the Al-Qaeda flag. The brigade's influence is spreading. It first took up arms against the Syrian government in the central city of Homs, but now has battalions in other areas like here in the north. Its strength in numbers and money has alarmed some who believe the brigade is primarily positioning itself to take power in the post-Assad phase.
We had to expand geographically for military and humanitarian reasons. We needed to open supply lines. And there are some groups who are not thinking about liberating Syria as a country. For example, they think if they liberate Idlib, the province will be theirs.
Yet the Farouk Brigade is not the only opposition group in Bab al Hawa. The men in black belong to Ahrar al-Shem. Neither group is operating under a joint command, but both say they are working closely together despite their differences.
I mean, yes, we have different ideologies. We are all Muslims, but they follow a strict interpretation of Islam.
And Ahrar al-Shem doesn't hide that fact. We went to meet them at their base in Bab al Hawa. The brigade was formed locally in Idlib province. Its battalions are headed by commanders with the title of emirs, a term used during the early Islamic periods.
We would work with any group. The only obstacle is that some lack loyalty and don't work in a way to please God.
Ahrar al-Shem denies any links to hardline groups and says the world shouldn't be scared to arm them because of the way they look. Apart from the lack of arms, the opposition's greatest weakness has been the lack of unity. On the surface, there may seem to be cooperation at this border crossing, but that cooperation may have more to do with having a presence in this strategic territory. Bab al Hawa is a crucial lifeline for opposition forces. This road leads to some of the major cities in Syria, and supplies are brought in from here to rebel-held areas. These fighters are from the city of Hama. They complain about the way money and weapons are being distributed by foreigners seeking influence among the various groups.
The way those abroad like Turkey or Saudi Arabia are providing support is wrong. They don't give it to groups who are fighting and losing martyrs.
All the groups may pledge allegiance to the flag that represents the Syrian opposition. There have been announcements of united fronts and military councils. The brigades have joined forces in some of the battles, but there are uncertainties if they are unified enough to win a war. Zeina, Khodr, Jazeera, Bab al Hawa, Syria.